Hello there, it's me, Sari, here again. Today I have started working on my so-called art journal, or perhaps a junk journal when it comes to the end. This is my first page, and it has taken me quite a few hours actually to complete this. And what I did from the start was use those distress ink bottles and just let a couple of droplets out on the paper, and then I used my spray water mist or something and just let the colour spread out, and I did so with several colours, and of course I used a heat gun to dry the whole thing off. And then I started stamping. I have used the chicken net here, as you can see. I've also used the bubble wrap and a brown walnut stain a stain from the walnut stain color, and I've used a piece of magazine here and some tissue tape and washi tape, different kinds of stamps, and I have also used a mask. I haven't got it right here right now, but it's a mask looking like this, but it has been with a brick wall, of course, and for that I just put the mask or stencil there, and then I took a paintbrush and just some acrylic paint, and I just painted randomly in those holes, and I just lifted the stencil and then I continued down here. So I just wanted to make some sort of a line here. I see that I've gone all over the place, and that sort of gives me, or gives you the inclination of the state that I'm in actually. This one here says yelp, which means help actually. I'm in a messy state of mind, and I really don't know in which direction I should go from here. So that is what I wanted to emphasize, and when I used this big question mark here, I also wrote something about that. And talking a little bit more about the stamps, you see I have used several kinds of gadget gear stamps there, and also a star that I got from the magazine Crafter Secrets. No, yeah, I think, I'm not sure. No, Craft Stamper, I think it's called, the magazine. And then I also used some kind of a masking tape when you're putting your wallpaper up. This one is self-adhesive, but it doesn't really stick on this, so it just fell off. And in order to be able to stamp those letters, I've actually used some alphabet stamps from CDs, See Where You Are Stamping, and it's pretty handy, I must say. Especially when it came to those dots there, because when you take the stamp and you put it on a clear block, you see that the letter is actually there, and the same thing goes of course with those dots and everything. So in that order I was able to actually put those two dots there on the A letter, because the A letter isn't in the English language. I've also put a white frame here, and I used some white acrylic paint which I painted on this craft sheet, and I had a brayer and I sort of just put the color there, and then I just inked, or I just painted the stamp and then I stamped it right on over there. And when it comes to big stamps like that, I would actually like to recommend this stamp press thing from Fiskars. This is wonderful. Really helps me out when I'm working with bigger stamps. And in order to fasten certain things, I have used Distress Crackle Paint Clear Rock Candy, because it sort of works as a glue. And I have put a couple of butterflies here. These are from Stampenders, and the reason for those butterflies is actually, hang on, this just can't remember the name. And I punched this one out. This one comes from Tim Holtz. It's a dress form. And I just cut this green paper there, and I stamped with those butterflies there as well. So I just wanted to keep this cohesive. And before I came to this decision, I had figured I would use this one here. I also played with the A letter and I was thinking of putting it there, but I just felt like this was going to take too much focus of the help me situation, so I just felt like just not using it at all. And well, that was a little bit about that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And well, I won't be blabbing anymore. This is it. Bye bye.